Now, in the earlier lecture, we had seen or I had just given you a brief overview of second quantization and the creation and annihilation operator of an electron in a state K, and we had seen the number operator, okay, and how you can write the total energy of the system or the Hamiltonian of the system in terms of this number operator for a free electron. Now we will write down the Hamiltonian for a multi-electron system where there is the attractive potential or the attractive interaction, or even not attractive. Let us say that we are just going to write an interaction term which will be included in the free electron system. So you have free electrons. Along with that free electrons, we will put in a very specific type of interaction, which is the BCS interaction, about which we have already discussed, and we will write down specifically that form of the interaction. Okay, so in the free electron system, we will include a specific form of an additional interaction, namely the BCS form of interaction between the electrons. So we will consider a specific form of the interaction and we will write down the Hamiltonian of the system. So the Hamiltonian, the net Hamiltonian of the system will be basically the Hamiltonian for the free electrons, because that is our starting off point. Okay, so it will be EK, CK dagger, CK, where this is the number operator for electrons with momentum K, electrons with momentum K and spin up. Okay, so if you are considering this creation operator for electrons with momentum K and spin up, electrons with same momentum K and with spin down have the same energy. So you can consider CK down this is the number operator for electrons with same momentum K but with spin down. Okay, so, and of course this is over momentas which are close to the Fermi energy. We are looking at electrons which are very close to the Fermi energy. This is not over all possible electrons inside the system. We are only looking at electrons which are close to the Fermi energy. Often you will put it as a dash or something like that in the summation to actually indicate that we are doing a summation over K states which are very close to the Fermi energy. Okay, now these are as far as the free electrons are concerned. Okay, now along with this we will include the interaction. There is an additional interaction over and above these free electrons. There is an additional interaction which is present, which we write it as VKK prime. This you had seen from the two electron system, that there was this interaction in the momentum space KK prime, okay, where we take summation over all the KK prime states. And here is the important part. Let me first write it down. The nature of the interaction is the following, that CK up dagger, C minus K down dagger, C K prime up C minus K prime down. Okay. This is an interaction where the interaction potential VKK prime is between creating K up down and getting the down state. Okay. So basically, what is this interaction potential doing? This potential is a potential which connects which is related to creating a K up minus K down state and annihilating at the same time a K prime up minus K prime down state. Okay. So you are basically scattering through this interaction potential. One is scattering from a K prime, you are scattering from K prime up minus K prime down state to a state where K prime up minus K prime, to a state where you have K up and minus K down state. Okay, and this is essentially the Cooper pair, because in Cooper pair formation you basically take electrons which have, let's say, K prime up minus K prime down, which interact through a scattering potential, and they scatter onto states which are again zero momentum state. The net, so this is your net center of mass momentum of K prime up minus K prime down is 0, and this is also K prime up minus K. So it scatters from K prime up minus K prime down. So these states become, which are shown as these empty circles, and they scatter into states. So this is the state where you have minus K prime down. It is scattering to VKK prime is scattering you to K up minus K down state. The total center of mass is equal to 0. Even here the center of mass momentum of center of mass here is 0, and momentum of center of mass is 0. So basically you are looking at a very specific type of a scattering process. The above Hamiltonian is written for a very specific type of interaction, which is essentially involving scattering from equal and opposite momenta state. Okay, and that is the form of this interaction, because you are creating with K up minus K down, you are creating a state with K with two spins, with K up, K spin up minus K spin down, and you are annihilating a state with spins K prime up minus K prime down. Okay, so this is basically your BCS form of the Hamiltonian. Okay, now the above Hamiltonian can be simplified a bit more if you recognize that for a free electron, so for free electron, CK Our BCS Hamiltonian is therefore basically this summation over k. Ek is the energy of the particle. The first term here is the number operator for particles in momentum state k with spin up, and the second term is the number of particles in same momentum state k with spin down. Okay, so there is no distinction between the energies of the particles which are in momentum state k with spin up and momentum state k with spin down, because the same momentum state, it will be h cross square k square by 2m. So for these two particles, we will replace the Hamiltonian, this energy term, by 2. Okay, so the first term will just become 2 ek, and now we will just look at the number operator for particles with momentum in the momentum state k with spin up, and the number operator associated with that. This is the number operator associated with particle in momentum state k with spin up. Okay, and 2 is just the factor representing there is 2 electron spin up and spin down electrons which are present in the same momentum state. And to this you add your interaction term, which is kk prime, vkk prime, which is taking you have the creation of k up spin k with spin up minus k with spin down, and annihilation of a state with k prime spin up, k minus k prime spin down. This interaction potential is essentially representing what you have already studied earlier regarding the BCS theory, and let me just recall it for you. Okay, that you are basically looking at so you are basically looking at first let me draw it. Okay, so one is basically looking at, when you are looking at this process of going from scattering from k prime spin up minus k prime spin down by exchanging phonon and going and occupying states. Okay, so the empty circles, these empty circles represent holes because they are vacant, and the filled circles represent occupied states. Okay, so this goes to k up minus k down states. So basically vkk prime is taking you from states k and minus k prime. Okay, so there have been excitations of particles from states which are k and k prime, and they excite, okay, and go into states. So let us say k prime and minus k prime states, and they get excited to k and minus k state. So basically you are looking at excitation of there is a scattering of particles from, Originally these were empty rocket, but because of the scattering potential, you scattered out electrons from this k prime state and took them into states which are this k and minus k states. And basically you are looking at the scattering process. You are looking at this scattering process between these vacant and occupied states around the Fermi energy. So you have vacant and occupied states around the, so vacant and occupied states around Fermi energy, and VKK prime is scattering particles between these states. So unlike a normal, in normal metals, okay, let's say at t equal to 0, all states below Fermi energy are all occupied. So this is your Fermi level. All states are completely occupied. So all states below, all states are completely occupied for E less than EF. However, now for BCS theory at T equal to 0 Kelvin, the situation is different. Now what we consider is that below and above the Fermi energy, and all states above the Fermi energy. Okay, so now for the BCS theory, around the Fermi energy, we have vacant and occupied states. Around the Fermi energy, we have vacant and occupied states. So now very different from normal metals, for BCS type of a system, around EF, we have vacant and occupied states, and there is a scattering between them. The scattering is of course very specific type of scattering, VKK prime, which basically scatters you from K prime spin up minus K prime spin down to K spin up minus K spin down. So these type of scatterings are happening where you are going from one center of mass momentum state equal to 0 to another center of mass momentum state equal to 0. But VKK prime is basically scattering, is causing scattering between these states, because only if you have available states and vacant states can you cause this scattering. Okay, so basically in BCS theory, there is a complete change in the distribution around the Fermi energy. At T equal to 0 Kelvin itself, you have vacant and occupied states which are present, because only if you have these vacant and occupied states can you cause this scattering between K prime states. You can, the system can absorb energy and go to a higher energy state, or it can lose a phonon and come to a lower energy state. Okay, so only if there are vacant and occupied states available around the Fermi energy can this sort of scattering be possible. So by construction, you have to start off in this BCS state with vacant and occupied states which are present around the Fermi energy, and these vacant and occupied states which are there around the Fermi energy, I should tell you that these vacant and occupied states which are present, I am exaggerating here, but they are present within a width of h cross omega d around Fermi energy. For all the calculations that we will do, we are going to do it at 0 Kelvin. Okay, And this is basically the starting of conceptual ideas about this multi-electron scattering process that we will look at using this BCS Hamiltonian.